Hi everyone, welcome to the Carson Kids Sensory Series. Today we will be learning about oral sensation, also known as oral processing. We will be talking about what oral processing is, what oral hyperresponsive is, what oral hyporesponsive is, and what oral under-responsive is, as well as how to address these oral processing difficulties at home. Oral processing is the ability to chew, control saliva, and coordinate tongue movements. Oral processing can impact a child's ability to tolerate certain foods, can impact a child's ability to control their tongue or lips, and can impact a child's ability to put objects in their mouth. A child might be described as oral hyperresponsive, also known as oral overresponsive or oral hypersensitive. Oral sensation is considered overwhelming for this child. This child tends to be an oral sensory avoider. This child is extremely sensitive, and any food could send them into a negative reaction. For example, this child might gag easily from a certain food placed in their mouth. One way to address this at home is using various types of input to desensitize the sensitive area that is over-responsive. We recommend starting on the outside of the mouth, such as on the cheeks or the lips, to allow the child to understand how this feels. Allow the child to help you create approximately 10 to 20 small circles on the sensitive area. Start with a soft, gentle vibration from a smooth massager, for example. Then progress to a slightly rougher vibrating texture, like a bumpy massager. Then progress to a rough vibrating texture, such as a bristled massager. An example of this could be an electric toothbrush. A child might be described as oral hyporesponsive, also known as oral hyposensitive. This child tends to be an oral sensory seeker. This child does not receive enough sensory input and is constantly looking for ways to get that just right level of input. These sensory seeking behaviors can impact their day because they are not able to focus on a task until they are at that just right level. For example, this child might mouth objects such as a pen, hands, or shirt. One way to address this at home is using various materials to provide that input. Allow the child to explore various textures safely. This can be by chewy tubes, jewelry, which is jewelry that they can chew on, or a vibrating toothbrush. A child might be described as oral under-responsive. This child exhibits a diminished response to oral sensory input. More sensory input is needed than average in order to get a response. This child can appear to be lazy or tired. For example, this child seems oblivious to drooling or food falling out of their mouth. One way to address this at home is using various materials to provide input. Allow the child to explore and use their mouths, blowing a pinwheel, drinking a thick smoothie through a straw, or blowing bubbles in a glass of milk. Every day we can sense the world around us differently depending on how we slept, what we ate, or what we did the day before. Our kids that struggle to understand the input the world is giving them can be challenging. It's okay. Try your best to be understanding and patient. Our following videos will continue to help explain the different senses and what to do to help a child better understand the world around them. To quickly review, oral processing is the ability to chew, control saliva, and coordinate tongue movements. And some of us need help to tolerate the input through various activities. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions or concerns, we would love to hear from you. As always, these videos are not a substitute for medical care. Please always seek the advice of your medical team before implementing any of the strategies discussed here. Until next time.